It can be exhausting trying to get the grades you want. Many students work so hard, but they never seem to make the progress they want. Top students know that getting great grades is not a result of studying alone. So many different factors contribute to academic success that it's impossible to list them all in one place. But one that is almost always ignored is mindset. There is a mentality that will allow for improved academic success that you can practice starting right now. When I talk about manifesting academic success, you might roll your eyes and believe me to be a little bit strange or out there. You might think that there is no way you can just conjure excellent grades out of thin air, and you are exactly right. There are many steps that you have to take in order to get those grades that you want, but it all starts with mindset and allowing the possibility for success to flow into your life. Today is all about breaking down those limiting beliefs and overcoming self-sabotage so that you can get the best marks possible. If one of the things that you are struggling with is to create a comprehensive study plan, that you can pick up our free study plan printable that will help you to make a comprehensive plan to actually get the grades you want. Manifesting grades requires a strategy, and this study tracker will provide you with the blueprint. So, what is manifesting and why does it even matter? Manifesting is the practice of projecting purposeful, aspirational thoughts into reality. It follows the idea that anything you can dream up can become a reality. Manifesting is not magic, it's a stepwise process to pinpoint a goal or ambition and then seek to attain it. This process takes both work and practice in order to become a reality. Some people confuse just putting a goal out into the universe with manifesting. People who manifest will often do this with their goals, say out loud, "I want this," or "I want to accomplish this." However, the process does not stop there. Without the follow-through, putting it out into the universe will not get you the desired results. So, how do you manifest good grades? Now that we know a little bit more about manifesting, let's actually get started. This is a step-by-step process, and every step in it is crucial, so just make sure to complete each one with intention. Don't skip any steps because they seem lame or useless. This has to be completed in full in order to get the best results. So first, I want you to get very clear on what you want. This very first step is to get clear on your desired outcome. If this is your first time manifesting, you might want to start with something small. So this is a great place to start if you want to get an A on the final exam or project for a specific class. Whatever it is, just get explicitly clear. Think about it long and hard and really make a silent commitment to yourself that you are going to achieve this goal. Next, I need you to write down and post this goal somewhere that you can reflect on it every single day. So you can write it down in your planner or on a piece of paper, but make it bright and bold. You want to see this every single day so that you can be reminded about what you're working towards. Do not shy away from it or hide from it because you're embarrassed. It's essential that this goal is kept in the forefront of your mind at all times. If you forget about it, it's just too easy to ignore and to fail. Hiding your goals is one of the most common forms of self-sabotage, and it's usually linked to a fear of failure. If you don't actually try to achieve this goal, you aren't really failing because you chose not to achieve it, right? You can do this. It's okay to believe in yourself. It's okay to want something more for yourself. Post your goal and remind yourself every day about how badly you want it. Your planner is a great place to put this because it's somewhere you look every day and add your to-do list. So having a physical planner that you can use to write down your goals and obligations will help you stay accountable to them. The act of sitting down and planning your days, weeks, and even months subconsciously helps you commit to these actions. These symbolic pledges make it more likely that you will really follow through with the required actions to achieve these goals. Next, I want you to make room in your life for success to grow. This step is critical, but it's often skipped. Don't make that mistake. Instead, make room in your life for the success that you're asking for. The best way to do this is to declutter. So clean off your desk or organize your binders, maybe clean up your room, or you can unsubscribe to some spammy emails in your inbox. This clutter is blocking you and taking up space in your life. So if you do suffer from a chronic messy desk, try just picking up a desk organizer. Or a little inbox to store all of your messy papers. It's going to help you to have dedicated space for everything you need. This can take some getting used to, but it will also make it much easier for you in the long run. Keeping an organized desk has several other benefits as well, with just helping you stay focused and concentrate. So why am I telling you to do this? Why am I telling you to declutter and make this space? And that's basically because cleaning and organizing your physical space is going to allow physical room for you to receive what you're asking for. It's going to symbolize a brand new start, a new beginning. It's going to symbolize the opening of space. It's also going to permit you more room to breathe and energy to pursue your goals. Now that you know what you want and you have made that room to receive it, we need to understand how you will get it. So sit down and write out a detailed plan of exactly how to reach your goal. Get as specific as possible. Every detail should be written down and cataloged. For example, if you want to ace your upcoming exam, write down what you're going to study and a list of every single concept. How you're going to study each idea, when are you going to study, how often are you going to study, how long are you going to study each concept, and so on. It is impossible to get too detailed in this plan. The more detail you put into it, the more success you're going to get from it. This planning stage is vital. You need to know the exact path to take to get those grades, and this step is going to give you the map. It can be terrifying to chase your dreams. If you have visions of obtaining a 4.0 GPA or being able to be accepted into a prestigious program, the fear only multiplies. Staying positive is essential because the negative feelings can set up shop and rot away at your prospects. I'm not saying that you have to be super upbeat and perky every single second of the day, but try and keep a positive outlook in general. Negative self-talk is a dangerous habit to dabble in. It can take over, multiply, and damage your grades. It breeds anxiety and fear, and we don't want any of that. So instead, try to use positive affirmations to help you look at the bright side when you are feeling down. You have to believe that you can achieve this goal. So even if you doubt yourself at times, tell yourself you can until you believe it. If you do have a persisting depressed mood or negative thoughts plaguing you, check with your school's resources or your primary care practitioner to discuss some options that might help. It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes, and there are ways to access the support when you need it. Don't expect exactly what you ask for to fall in your lap. Sometimes what you're asking for is repackaged with a different quote. You may not immediately recognize it when you see it if you don't keep your eyes open. So maybe you didn't get the exact mark you wanted on an assignment, but you got a fantastic participation mark in class, or you did great on a test. On the other hand, maybe you didn't do so well on the lecture portion of the class, but you absolutely rocked the exam. Keep your eyes open for covert ways your success could be manifesting. For example, if you aim to improve your grades, how you study will dictate what you will improve at. It may just be that the way you are studying enhances recall or practical knowledge of the subject. Take note and just adjust your practices as needed. Don't get in your own way. If you don't open yourself up to the possibility of accepting what you asked for, you could miss the opportunity. One simple way is just to accept compliments. For example, if your professor tells you good job, just say thank you. Allow them to give you praise for a job well done. You deserve the praise. You are worthy of it. You don't have to say it's nothing because it is something. Not allowing yourself to be praised or not accepting a compliment will block your success. Take it in, eat it up, you're worth it, and you can replicate that success on a larger scale. I know I just hit you with a lot of steps because this is a process and it does take some time to work through it. But with a little help and some accountability, you will be able to see this plan through to completion. Okay, I do want to give you 5 rapid fire tips to help you in this manifesting of the good grades process. There are a few pointers that can help you get the best results, and these are generally questions that I've been asked by my students in the past, and they are definitely going to help you with the process. So first of all, yes, you do still need to study. Manifesting good grades is not the same as a magic fairy flying down and changing the grades on your report card. You still need to put in the work to make this happen. Instead, manifesting helps open you up to accepting your ability to get the grades and stops you from getting in your own way. If studying is hard for you and you don't know where to begin, there are some resources in the description that can help you create this plan. You also need to trust the process. So once you've started on this path, you have to follow it through to completion. Don't stop and second guess yourself partway through. Follow your plan all the way through to completion. Try your best not to take shortcuts or get sidetracks. There are no shortcuts to success. You have to put in the work. There are going to be times when you don't feel like you're making the progress you want, or you feel like you are less than capable. And in those cases, I would say choose a positive affirmation to say to yourself, or visualize where you want to be in the future. It is hard to stay positive every day. And if that's something that you have trouble with, try repeating some positive affirmations to yourself until you believe them. I know it might feel weird or unnatural at first, but it does get easier with practice. Just try it out. It doesn't have to be corny. Use something that resonates with you. If you're having trouble, try falling back on one of your favorite movie or TV quotes. That's often the most comfortable and often the most relevant. Next, don't let minor setbacks get you down. Give it time. Everybody encounters bumps along the way. And if you do hit a minor setback, don't give up. You might find a tricky concept or run out of time, but just keep pushing forward. Be relentless in the pursuit of your goals. Sometimes if you keep pushing through the tough bits, you will find that it does get easier. Restate your intention every single day. Remind yourself every day that you are going to pass that test or whatever your goal is. It is so crucial that you say this out loud, even if it's just to yourself. Repeat it to yourself over and over again in the shower if you're shy. Whenever you have a chance, just chant it like a mantra. Put it into the universe, as they say. Then it can be real. Manifesting good grades is a process and you will have to work on it. Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts, so you do have to commit to this entire journey. The process can be applied to nearly anything in your life, from choosing your dream career to making more money. And once you do get good at manifesting, nothing is going to get in your way. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Absolutely Studying podcast. As usual, all of the links discussed in this episode will be down below in the description, as well as all of the links to my email and socials if you do have any questions. Every week we do put out a brand new episode where we dive into the nitty-gritty about homework help, organizational tips, and of course, study hacks. But that is all for this week. So until the next one, I hope you have a smooth, fun, and stress-free academic journey. And until next week, I hope you have an amazing adventure.